making this video is because we want to make our 2021 Team of the Year Serie A edition. So
keep in mind, if you disagree with anything, put it down in the comments below. We want to hear your opinions. But overall, yeah, this is strictly our opinions, who we thought we did the best for each position. We're going with a 4-3-3 today.
Perfect. So again, let's just jump right into it. So my position and everyone's favorite position, goalkeeper. We're going to go with Musso from Atalanta. Coming over from Udinese, coming to a big shoes to fill for Golini in Atalanta there. We feel like he's been the best goalkeeper so far 2021, holding 4 clean sheets and going to a squad that plays very attacking football, doesn't play much defense. So again, not only did he play very well, he also did have the best save percentage from a season or two ago. So again, for him, he's stepped up to the plate, and he's an absolutely quality signing for Atalanta, and he beats out Handanovic on our list here. Justin, we're going to go with left back here. So how about you introduce our left back?
It's really a no-brainer for me. It's Theo Hernandez. Absolutely insane year that he has had. He has stepped up and become a world-class left back. Arguably, I'd say the best in the world. So I know some people are going to disagree there, but he's going to be the French starter going forward, in my opinion. And he's also been one of the best in Serie A, absolutely carrying down that left flank. So dangerous attacking. People always, kind of downgrade his defending, but it's just the role that he plays. He has to go and bomb forward. And we almost switched to like a 3 at the back with Calabria dropping deeper. And yeah, we are so much less dangerous without Theo, and he's the best left back in the league.
The same could be said though about Hakimi, right? Like Hakimi didn't have much defensive contributions, but everyone said that he would have been the one of the Team of the Year as well, right? So definitely very quality, left back there, which we're lucky to have. My center back that I'm going to have kind of play alongside him is Skriniar. Skriniar is the best center back for Inter out of the three at the back that they play. Not only did Inter win the Scudetto, they're also finished first as their winter champions of Serie A this season. And he's just been a rock, still very young at the age of 26, a leader in the back, and you can't think of a better center back to have. But Justin, going back to you though, this is another one of your favorite players, and he's our other center back.
Yeah, unfortunately, just had a massive knee injury and is done for a while now. But Simon Kjaer had an absolutely tremendous year. We thought about putting Tomori in here, but what kind of tipped the scales was Kjaer getting a Ballon d'Or nomination, which a lot of it is probably how he reacted to that situation with Eriksen that happened at the Euros. But overall, he's come in and been a tremendous defender for Milan, really organized that back group and brought a lot of leadership, as well as just being a great ball distributor, being a solid defender. He isn't the fastest, but he's pretty much always in the right position and makes the right decisions.
Absolutely, and you know what? I can't commend him enough for what he did to help Eriksen there. That was probably the most heartbreaking moment of the Euros and just of the year in general. But he was a absolute leader, and he's shown his qualities for AC Milan. He's one of the reasons why they're back to the resurgence that they're in. Now, one of the bright spots of Juventus this season is our right back. His name is Cuadrado. Even with age, he's aging like a fine wine.
Are you sure about that?
Like just playing so well. This guy's always been tricky and always had the skills, but I don't know about you. Did you see that goal from the corner kick a couple weeks ago? Oh my God. This guy is unreal. Best right back in Serie A, in my opinion. I don't think there's much argument there for that. I mean, he's better than Di Lorenzo, Calabria, in my opinion. Again, he can slot in he can play forward, he can play mid, he can play right back. Very versatile player, and I can't think of anyone else to play in that right back position. So again, that's our pick for our right back there. I'll kind of kick it off in our center defensive mid role here. We are going to go with Brazovic. Brazovic, as you know, has been a mainstay of the Inter squad now for the last 4 or 5 years. Been an absolute baller in the back there. Contributed a lot to the Scudetto win under Conte, and honestly maintaining his ability and distribution and overall contributions to this Inter side under Inzaghi there. Very steady, always creates chances, always can score a lot of goals and have good assists there. So again, can't think of anyone else to put in that CDM role other than Brazovic. Justin, I'm going to lead off to you here because another AC Milan legend in our midfield, and you can kind of take it away.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult. The Team of the Year, you really want to lean towards the teams that were near the top of the table because obviously those players contributed in a big way to those teams getting up there. And you got to add Frank the Tank Kessie in there, right? He was absolutely instrumental in AC Milan's success last year. Really switching to that 4-2-3-1 and putting him in that double pivot role has really accentuated his strengths while making his weaknesses not as known, which is like carrying the ball and stuff like that. He's much better as just a retain, get the ball, win the ball back, distribute it as needed. And he's really excelled at that. That physical force is such a necessity in today's game with all the physical strikers and stuff like that. So we're throwing him in his team here.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping that he ends up staying with AC Milan. I would hate to see him go anywhere else. Hopefully Raiola can, not take the path of Donnarumma or Çalhanoğlu. So again, fingers crossed for AC Milan. Now, going with a very physical midfield, by the way. Not only do we have Kessie, but we're also going with Barella. Both work engines in that midfield. I couldn't really imagine having these midfielders in my team. Oh my god. Barella just, what else can I say? This guy's the complete package. Like a typical box-to-box midfielder who can play defense and who can play forward. Some of those balls that he plays up front to Lutaro, even Lukaku last season, was just unreal. He's so young. He's only like 20, 24. Still got a lot of upside there. And you know what?
He's a madman.
Yeah,
he's a madman.
He
just
is
runs around tackling people like crazy, complete engine.
Oh yeah, like and some of the passes that he makes and some of the goals he scores, like he's just everywhere and anywhere, and he can play defense and forward, and that's why we love him, and that's why we have him on our squad because he's definitely impacted that Inter Milan midfield there. So easy pick for us, but again, that is our star-studded midfield there. Now, Justin, we're gonna go with our left side here. So again, we're kind of going with forwards here. Again, so this is our left wing. We're gonna go with Lutaro Martinez. Now, a lot of people might get a little upset that we took Lutaro over Immobile. Now, reason for this is because main reason is that Lutaro did win the Scudetto and also is in first place for the winter champions of Seria A so far right now. Lutaro scored 11 goals in 13 games in Seria A so far, while Immobile scored 13 in 15 games. So very similar stats in terms of goals per game type of thing like that. Unfortunately, Immobile kind of had a little bit of a rough year with Lazio, didn't really finish in the top four, and also haven't been playing as well as they should have so far with under Sarri. So again, we kind of feel like just overall with the awards and just how generally Inter has finished, we felt like Lutaro deserved this position over Immobile. Justin, so kind of leading off to our striker, who's going to be a main man up top?
Now, this is basically our one exception of the list, we'll say, where it's a player who isn't on a top team, but one that exceeded expectations so greatly that it's criminally involved with the amount of goals he scored. And that's Dusan Vlahovic, has been absolutely incredible this past year, scoring so many goals that it's really insane with the team that he's in. Fiorentina, doesn't have the best players around him all the time, but he just keeps finding ways to score, and he's going to be off to a big team probably in the summer window. I don't think Fiorentina will let him go in January, but yeah, we'll see what he does with an even better team.
Like he's on the pace of like beating some of Cristiano Ronaldo's records for how many goals he's been scoring. Like, just absolutely insane. And
he's right there with Haaland on all the stuff he's doing as well. Like he's a Haaland level player, and people really need to wake up to that.
Just saying, his main priority is Juventus. Just saying. And then that's where it goes to our right wing, and another Juventus legend already at the young age of 24, Federico Chiesa, the main man who's came over from Fiorentina, where Dusan Vlahovic has come from. What can I say? This guy is the really only bright spot up front for Juventus going forward. He just had such a great 2021. Not only does he have pace, he's contributed a lot to the goals. He scored roughly about 8 goals so far in his basically in 2021 for Juventus. Just adds a very much added pace. Has very tricky with the ball and just adds a certain dynamic that Juventus does not have going forward, especially with the downfall that they've had so far. It's really the only bright spot they have up front. The likes of Morata, Kane, and Bernardeschi do not offer the type of skills and abilities that Chiesa has. And as you can see, when he's been out for most of December, Juventus has been kind of flat up front. So again, that's our basically our last player to round it off here. There are a couple players that obviously are some honorable mentions. We had Locatelli in there, obviously Tomori, Immobile. There could be even like Savic, you can argue, Koulibaly. Even Gosens.
Insigne, Gosens. There's so many good players. It makes it really hard to choose. This is our list.
Yeah. Again, some of this may be controversial. Some of it can be, kind of be obvious, but you know what? That's why this is our own opinion. So again, make sure you leave a comment below on who you think is the top 11 for 2021 for the Serie A. And if you have any suggestions on future content you'd like to have us make going forward, then make sure to leave us know below. And again, remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and again, have a happy new year, and we'll see you in 2022. Thanks, everyone.
Peace.
Bye.